Control what you can, manage what you can't. Think about that. Control what you can and manage what you can't. How much emotional currency have we wasted blaming and complaining about things that are outside of your control? You know, it's almost like an athlete who argues with the ref after the flag's been thrown. For what? It's not like the ref is going to pick up the flag and be like, you know what, you make a valid argument. Never mind. No. So why do we waste so much time? Why do we pour so much emotional and mental currency running around telling everybody, sitting and sulking, drinking it away, eating so much? I mean, just pacifying it, making the situation worse. When you find yourself on the wrong side of right, whether it be a setback, whether it be in a game of sports or the game of life, you can't control what has already happened. What's happened has already happened. Manage how you respond through this tough situation. Think about the economy. You got any control over the economy? Nope. For instance, I'm in sales. The economy has taken a dip, taken a dump, and the sales plummeted. Interest rates went up. I'm in the car business, so trade values went down, and the land of milk and honey dried up. It's scorched earth right now. But it's all cyclical. I have zero control over the economy, but I do have control over how I manage myself through this situation. Nothing stays the same. If you know that, if you know nothing's going to stay the same, if you know it's impossible to go through life undefeated, then why in the hell do you think that in this situation you'll forever stay defeated? It's impossible. This is just a cycle. And you can't control what's already happened, but you can manage what you do through this situation. And sometimes, unfortunately, the only way that you're going to learn is you got to get burned to learn. Sometimes you got to earn your experience. That's what you got to do. I mean, when you find yourself in these down situations, had you not been in a down situation, you wouldn't have developed the skills needed to learn to get back up. I mean, it's much like a relationship between a manager and an employee, or a parent and a child. A good manager has to have already walked down that path. A good parent has to have already walked down similar situations, if not the damn same. And some things we did really right as a manager or as a parent, and some things, most things, we did really wrong. But we learned through those experiences. And so that way, you can help mentally, emotionally, physically, help others power through this situation and get back up. Learning how to manage through these situations is what I call a first day principle. And I just talked about this on episode 805 of the What's Your Problem podcast. And the first day principle is, instead of focusing on a worst day, what was the first days? What was the thing that led to that? When you focus on learning how to manage through these situations, you push it back to a first day principle. So that way, you put yourself in the best possible position moving forward. See, you've earned your confidence. You leverage that experience. Not that you can control everything, but so you put yourself in the best possible position. You manage through situations that are sometimes not in your control, and then you pop out the other side. Shane Parrish, in his book Clear Thinking, he likens that to an algorithm. So when you're managing in tough situations, it's a lot like the puppet masters in social media. An algorithm does not stay the same. Those puppet masters are constantly tweaking the algorithm so that way they can what? Capture more of your attention. And that's the same thing what you have to do. Instead of whining and complaining about something that's already happened, you can manage through this situation and you adjust your personal algorithm. And you just make these tiny tweaks. It's the same thing. And so when you find yourself in these tough situations, don't sit around and sit and sulk. Adjust your algorithm constantly, just like those puppet masters in social media, constantly adjusting that algorithm so that way you can manage the situation. Number one, you don't make the situation worse. And number two, you chip away at making forward progress. As the sculptor and painter Henry Matisse said, my destination is always the same, but I work out different routes to get there. You have somewhere higher to be. Keep making the adjustments. Control what you can, manage what you can't. All right? Keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, stay tough. Let's get it.